Babe, just come on, give me my water.
Where is it?
It's in the kitchen. Why are you saying it with attitude? 10-year-olds, man. Jeez. What's going on, y'all? It's Jay Spivey. I'm actually a little bit more prepared this time. Got the baby in the back seat. I don't know if you can see her. You can see the top. You can see the top of her head. Headphones on. Thank you, babe.
Take your filthy water. Oh. I'm mad.
You're always mad.
And then you don't say excuse me.
Excuse me.
No, you said it too late. 5 seconds late.
Why you messing with my baby? She about to get loud and I'm trying to record a video. What is your deal, bro?
I want to play Roblox. I want to play Roblox. That's my deal. And I can't.
How about you draw or something?
I did. I want Robux. That's literally what
You might get them at the end of the day. Act right.
What? You're not gonna do that?
I'll buy them.
Yeah, right. You didn't. Are you seriously trying to do a pinky swear on me?
Yeah, I'll buy them. You act right. That's all you gotta do is act right. I might buy them.
By the end of the day.
Yeah, I'll buy them at the end of the day.
Of today?
Yeah.
Okay, but can you buy it like a little earlier so that I can still spend them in the not play the game?
It won't be at like 10 p.m. You know, it might be like 5, 6, 7. Something
Okay.
Like
you swear. Pinky swear.
Yeah, I think you swear. What?
Okay. But to make it sealed, like a repeat after me.
Bruh, I'm not about to do all of that. Leave me alone, bro. I'm not doing all of that,
It's
man.
for amazement.
Huh?
It's for amazement.
Ain't no amazement.
Yeah, they will.
Bro.
I'm a world star. It's true. I'm famous. Also richer than you, got $3,000 something. Ooh, what do you have? You poor. Compared to me, bruh. Poor. 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 Continue with your little video.
Kids, bro. Kids.
Can I lick this 10 times?
What?
Can I lick this 10 times?
No. Leave the big lollipop alone. What is up with you and sugar, bro?
Nothing.
It is a killer. It is killing mankind off. You talking about my peanut M&Ms? Wow, my peanut M&Ms are gonna kill me. I ain't trying to boss you around. You just think you know better, and you don't. And that's all I'm trying to say is, it's gonna come back on you, just like it had to come back on me.
I was brushing. That was brushing.
Brushing what?
My teeth. You said brushing. Subject change.
Close the door. Close the door before you get hurt.
I'll start acting.
Close the door.
Right.
Nah, you about to get hit with a car. It's about to come right at your head.
I will start.
You already ruining your pinky promise.
No, that's because you said stuff. I will start acting right now.
Alright, so this video was supposed to be about, this video is about how to handle co-parenting. right? All right. So let's get into it. I wrote down, I got my notes. Like I said, we got a little different setup. So, I'm trying to be a little bit more organized. I ain't gonna lie. Having everything right off the top of the dome, it's a lot harder than it seems. I do way better like this. Sitting down, going over a topic that I have put in my computer, taking the notes. Might have already had some on there, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, let me come up with some stuff that I feel like has been working for me. So, bow, and then here the list. Here we go. And we got it. Number 1 on the list, and honestly, I didn't really put these in any particular order. I feel like I should have, but then they're all important. They all need to happen. You feel me? All right. So, number 1 on the list, and I put a star next to this one because I feel like it's like truth. You know what I mean? And it's mind your freaking business. Mind your freaking business. This can fix 95% of all the issues that go on between parents working on their co-parenting. Especially if they don't like each other, especially if you're in your feelings, especially if you're still in your emotions, especially if you still love them, especially, you know what I'm saying? And let's just get this out the way. My perspective and my thought process on a lot of this stuff is completely different. So when I feel like hate is involved, it was a real deep love. Love and hate is the same thing. In my eyes, it's just whether you respect the person or not. Definitely starts to change, or it can waver. That's why I feel like it's hard. It's hard to say you truly love someone if you can do them so freaking dirty, And it's not even that. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they just didn't respect you. You know what I mean? You can sum it up to a lot of other things when it comes to healing. They didn't know how to set boundaries. And then, then there's a straight up narcissist. And then there's, the people that actually know what they're doing. So you got to really try to do that discernment work to see. And, that's what I'm saying. You take a cleanse from the world, and there's a lot of stuff like this that you'll just be able to see just like that. So it's not that big of a deal to me anymore, because it's a lot of these issues that I see that I'm able to remove myself from, assess the situation, and then make the necessary changes. So like I said, number 1, mind your freaking business. 2, I already kind of said it, kill the emotions, no feelings involved. Got to make it about the kids. And that's number 3, got to make everything about the kids, making sure that they can communicate and talk to, and if possible, see each parent is very vital. And if it's unfortunately, I know there are a lot of circumstances in which a parent doesn't want to. I don't want to use this term, but deal with the child. And I know I've been on the side of being extremely tired from work, and then having to give my child attention, and it not really being all the way there because of me being sleepy and whatnot. But I fall. You fight through those things. You fight through some of those things, and you're able to still give your children some type of love, whether you're in the house or not. But the consistency is definitely needed. I just know with kids, you got to realize that, like, the kids are different nowadays. Like, the 3 to 4 to 5 year old, they might ask for the parent, on the phone call, or, even early as 2. But when they get like 10, you know what I mean? Like, it's only when they want something, or maybe the other person made them mad, or they're emotional about something, or they, and then in I guess in some of the terms I use, she I get snitched on. But if you have an amazing co-parenting relationship, you know, it's not really a snitching, because then you and the parent go back and you're able to decipher what the kid did, or, you know, come to a better understanding. And then, you know, because I'm not, you know, I'm a father of 2 beautiful girls. I am a man. I am not a girl. So I do utilize the resources that I have, you know, as well as open communication with the mother on a lot of the topics that have to do with the girls, because she is a girl. She's been there, and I would, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, if I'm honest, you know, I would definitely state if some of the thoughts were like off the wall and I wasn't really rocking with. But you know what I mean? You kind of got to separate that free will being grown and doing your own thing from what you need to utilize to make sure that your kids have what they need to survive in this world. You know what I mean? So eyes are veering off because, you know, I got a list up. I apologize. And then I'll put I think I already said this one. If you have multiple children, you should definitely try to focus on making sure the children are good. At some point, you want to get your co-parenting relationship so smooth so you can build like a wealth foundation, like some stability for the kids. And I guess this is for the parents that actually care about their, you know, their relationships and their friendships. I say that because I know, like, you know, like when you ready to cut somebody off because they did you wrong, it ain't no coming back from that. I realize that. I respect it. You know what I mean? I definitely respect it. So it's one of those things that, you know, sometimes we gotta burn bridges, you know, and not let motherfuckers come back, you know, excuse my French, not let people come back, you know. And, you know, but there's a way of doing it, you know, with love, you know what I mean? Not with love, but, you know, like, you know, I want you to eat, just not at my table. I say that all the time. You know, it's one of those sayings, like, I don't have any issues with you. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you still, for me, I still want to be light. You know what I mean? I still want to bring happiness into this world. You know what I mean? As well as focus on myself and make sure my kids are good. But I see how much hate there is. I see how much negativity there is. And, you know, just bad moves. You know what I mean? Like, just running away from stuff that we shouldn't be running away from because we think it's gonna change something. When the truth be told, I've been in so many situations where God has humbled me and put me right back right back at square one trying to figure it out, you know. And it's just like, if you don't take the time to really understand yourself, you know, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually on my list, and that's what I'm saying. And it's like, if you don't know boundaries, oh my gosh, it's so difficult to kind of just structure everything. So that all of the things on this list come with a form of healing. You know, if you suffer from it as a child, as a young adult, all the way to adulthood, or, you know, or your life started falling apart as an adulthood, these are all things that you can like a, you know, like a checklist, and or you know, just try to figure out what's really going on. And that's why I would say, like, if you actually really care about your friendship, if you care about your relationships, you should probably meditate and see where your relationship died at, see where your friendship died at. And, you know, for men and women, it's going to be different. I definitely feel like I need to make a specific video for the men and a specific video for women, because the thought processes are different. And me as a man, you know, I carry myself a specific way, and there's things that I'm okay with doing that another man might not be, or vice versa. So I definitely want to touch on all those topics for men, and specifically how women should move, you know, if they want a specific outcome. Because then, you know, there's the women that cut the father of their children off, and they don't want nothing to do with him. They don't even want child support from him. You know, and, you know, they may or may not be able to talk to the kids. You know, usually they're able to talk to the kids, but they never call, and it's usually one of those situations. And it's just like, I know how hard it was as a father to try to communicate with your kids, and, you know what I mean, not really having nothing to say is hard. That's why they say fathers, it's hard for fathers to do their parental duties from outside of the home. Like our energy, like to kids, it can't really be felt when we're not in the home. That masculine dominance, I don't feel like it can be really felt over the phone. Like, it can be heard, but unless dad can put his hand on your shoulder, it's completely different. Like these kids act like they're not scared of nothing. they act like they're not scared, so I'm just like, I know how challenging it can be. And staying away from all the BS online. Everybody has an opinion, but they don't know how you structure your life. So like I say, if you have boundaries and you're setting healthy boundaries for your children to still be able to grow and to understand life and to know their parents, that's all that matters. Creating a healthy environment for the kids so they can develop well and they can not think that they can slip through the cracks, like wiggle their way out of something. Like, it's definitely way better for both parents to be accessible. And then I put, if you can see your co-parenting relationship as a business relationship, that'll very much benefit the kids too. Especially in this day and age, that's kind of new on my list. I just have some new thoughts on it that I've been kind of trying to understand. It's a lot of, issues that have to do with finances. That's hilarious. And if that couple specifically didn't have those financial issues, they may have or may not have stayed together. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff that I wrote down, it can be specified towards women and to trying to figure out how to get their the father back in the home, and possibly work on that relationship. And a lot of it is like also men and women learn how to, set boundaries so then they don't fall back into a situation where the person is kind of, just trying to play them and they just really want to sit on their butt and they don't really want to put in the necessary work. So a lot of these things that I've wrote down, they do I'll say they do directly relate into being a healthy individual to be able to, to be able to get another person in a sense, So, it came off. Just a couple more points though. So I also wanted to mention in this video that, like, for specific cultures, I'll say for all people, but color my skin. The court system isn't our friend in any way, shape, or form on either side. So that next point that I'm about to hit that goes along with that in the court system is like, we gotta learn how to be fucking adults. Kill the immaturity. If you a guy, you gotta stop worrying about the cat. It don't belong to you. Focus on what you're supposed to focus on, making sure them kids is good, stay in your alpha frame, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, so then that this woman, if that's what you want, she can see you more as the man. Work on yourself a little bit. That's all that is. Don't overdo it to then where you can't come back at all and you burn the bridge. Understand that as a man. That immaturity shit, she might let you get away with it when you 21, 22, 23, but you creeping up over 25, my G, that's what I'm saying, it's not necessarily gonna fly, So be an adult, grow up, stack your bread, focus on yourself, get your stuff in order, find your passion, whatever. Find what you like to do, focus on it. So then we can make sure our daughters and our sons are being placed in just a better situation. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's already hard. It already seems like the kids are like screwed right when it's a single parent household. So if you can dig through your pain and your trauma and figure out like where your hurt is, to be able to co-parent and to make sure your child is in an extremely happy place, you know, like. And this is why I just want to toss this in here. This is why I don't knock fathers that go back. This is why I never knock fathers that decide to just put a ring on it, or decide to just, you know, like, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. And, you know, women know that and men know that, but then it's just like some dudes, you know, they think they can have it all, 5, 6, 7 kids and get them multiple chicks. You know, Nick Cannon is definitely one of those. Matter of fact, that's what I'm saying. We can talk about that a little bit, because I know he's been going crazy trying to get Mariah back after he just had a baby, and he just lost a baby, unfortunately. You know, or got another one pregnant, but then one of his one of his babies, like one of his newborn, like I don't think it was a newborn, but less than a year or two old, you know, unfortunately passed away. And, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Can't be out here doing all this nonsense and then trying to come back, you know, like, you know what I mean? That's that time that you didn't spend to mentally get clear of what you really wanted to understand. You know, you was too busy just, you know, slanging it, you know. So it can get dangerous out here for men. So that's why that de-discipline really comes into effect when it comes to a lot of this stuff, especially for men. If you don't know how to control it, bro, you're destined for a rude awakening. I don't know why I got my hands like this. You're destined for a rude awakening, though. But yeah, that was my list. That was it. I'm out.